I, of course, posted a video about how my truck's getting repoed. And some of you got it. But to my surprise, a lot of you were saying that I was irresponsible. Which was shocking considering I had just blatantly told you it's not because I'm irresponsible. It's because I'm on an adventure. I still got probably like 50 comments yesterday just saying, nope, it's because you're irresponsible. So allow me to shed some light on the subject. Like, okay, I understand, yes, getting your truck repoed because you didn't make the payments, irresponsible. Okay, I get that. But I was literally on auto pay. They didn't mail me. They didn't phone me. They told me that they didn't have my phone number when I did call, even though they literally brought a letter to my house saying that they had called me a bunch of times. But I'm okay with it because I got a $2,000 Jeep that has all the same features plus four-wheel drive, and I'm happy as can be. And I'd been trying to get rid of it, but I was too upside down on the loan, and I know I'm going to have to pay it later. It's not like I'm not paying it later. It's all going to be fine. I'm excited about it, actually. Because I've never had the life experience of getting something repoed. Like, now I get to do that. Like, if I'm just looking at it at that kind of way, that sounds fun. Like, I mean, I know I pay it off later. It'll be fine. I can fix my credit. But honestly, I'm responsible. I have been weirdly responsible my whole life. I mean, I practically raised my little brother. Like when I was like 5 and 6 and first started learning how to write, I would sit down in my room and write out business plans. Sure, I didn't know anything about copyrights back then, and I had a brilliant plan for an Amelia Bedelia restaurant where everything was wrong. That's the first business plan I can remember. Didn't know about copyrights. And also, who wants everything wrong in a restaurant? But the point is, I had the sketches of the building. I had the plans. I had the menus. I had how to train the servers, okay? Then later on, when I was like 8 and all the way till I was like, I don't know, maybe like 11 or 12, I had this brilliant plan to open up this like super huge daycare place that wouldn't just be a normal daycare. It would be like an experience. I mean, it would be so much fun that it was like a playground mixed with like Disney levels of fun, mixed with like my gym on steroids. Like it was gonna be absolutely beautiful. Tubes all through the ceiling, activities, dance parties. It was such a freaking good idea. And it was called like Camp Kooky. And I mean, I for years was like, this is what I'm gonna do when I grow up. Then after that, I started making book series, like actual book series for kids. I literally had these little characters and they were so cute and they were called Fuzzlers and they would like go through these life experiences, like Fuzzalina loses a tooth. And I mean, I had all of these book series and they were all so good. And everybody was like, you should publish these, like teachers, everybody. And I was trying to publish them and my parents were like, no. And even as a kid, every chance that I got to learn something, I would learn it. Like, the book How to Be a Millionaire, like, I literally was like, I probably 10. See, but I was responsible, and I knew what I wanted. Or at least I thought. Because my ideas changed a lot over the years. Like, I almost was an accountant with an undergraduate degree in accounting and then a lawyer. Thank goodness I didn't do that. I would have quit so much sooner. But I found this picture from when I was 16. I had to block out a family friend's kid. And that is a coupon binder. A coupon binder. I was an extreme couponer since I was like 16 till I was like, I don't know, I stopped being extreme with it maybe when I was like 20 or 21. But I seriously used to get so much free stuff that I didn't even have a cat. And I would buy cat food with coupons like in those shows, Extreme Couponers, because then I would get the cash back to be able to put towards other things. I had a lifetime supply of razors by the time I moved out of my house because I had gotten them all for free. I used to literally, at the age of 16, dumpster dive, recycling dumpsters, to get newspapers so that I could get out the free coupon inserts so that I could start stockpiling because I knew that I wanted to move away. And I knew that when I was moving away, I'd already run a bunch of budgets. I was constantly looking at apartment prices. And I mean, this is since I was like 16, maybe 15 to be honest. And I was already like thinking, because I was like, I need this house, I need this job, I need to make life work. From the time that I left my house, I went and got multiple jobs. Oh, when I was 16, I had a boyfriend that I was marrying because I was ready to get married. And I started building his credit because I knew that when I turned 18, I would already have too many things that I wanted to do by the time that I was 18, and then I wouldn't have the credit for it. And he didn't care about his credit, so I started building his credit for us, but for me, so that I could do things when I turned 18 and already use his credit because I knew I'd have a fresh credit score when I was 18, but that he wouldn't. I literally built my boyfriend's credit when I was 16 and he was 18 so that way I could use it. And you know what? I did use it. It worked great. It was a good plan. So I literally moved out 3 days after I turned 18. I literally was able to get a car because I had built my boyfriend's credit up. I ended up working multiple jobs. He only worked one. I ended up working and doing all this stuff. I ended up getting an apartment. I ended up getting my first house. I ended up buying that house intentionally in a place where it would make enough money that then I could sell it for more money so that then when I could get another house. So then I did that. I moved into another apartment and I started building my big actual dream house that I wanted way earlier than I assumed, because I'd bought a property, let it go up in value, and then sold it and taken that money to buy the next house with. I am responsible, but here's the thing, okay? I reached the epitome of it. I did everything that I wanted. I had speakers in the inside of this house. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell how loud this is, but it's loud as shit. Hey Google, resume music. I have 4 speakers. I have to cut out the sound because of copyrights and all that. But I did everything that I've wanted to do. I've owned probably 5 businesses and just let them go off the side because they took too much of my time, and I was staying with my normal job where I worked 40 hours a week, so it wasn't really worth it. So it's not that I just quit my job and stopped making my payments and it's irresponsible. It's that I've been on this strange journey, okay? I had mast cell activation, which doesn't currently have a cure. And I couldn't go outside because I was so allergic to everything that I couldn't go to stores. I couldn't go see friends. If I was going to see my friends, they literally had to come to my house. They had to not wear deodorant. They had to shower the night before, because if they showered that morning, their shampoo smells would bother me too much. I'm so serious. I couldn't ride anybody's car because I was allergic to everything. There was a long, long time, we're talking years, where I could only eat 2 foods. 2 foods. And we aren't talking oh, I can eat lasagna and I can eat this. We're talking I could have beef, plain beef, and popcorn. I could also have salt and pepper. So 4 if you want to count salt and pepper. But see, I ended up healing that. And the way that I ended up healing that wasn't the specialists that I saw for almost a decade, and then ended up being allergic to going to her office too because of the chemical smells and the food court downstairs. And I could no longer go to my specialist to see about getting rid of the thing that didn't have a cure and nothing was working anyway. I ended up curing it through strange energy woo-woo stuff, okay? And the only reason I even tried it was because I dove into studies of quantum physics and epigenetics, and I saw it was possible. And I was like, oh my God, I can cure myself. It is possible to do. The science is saying that it's possible, even though the whole world is saying that it's not, basically. Then I started getting into these groups of people that had done the things that the world are saying are impossible, but science is saying is possible. And I was like, okay. Then I eventually got rid of it. Now I can go anywhere and breathe. What? What? So anyway, I am trying to manifest $100,000. I am going to manifest $100,000. I know that sounds nutso crazy, but doesn't it also sound nutso crazy that I cured an uncurable mast cell activation that I have that usually just kills people? So I am watching synchronicities. I am meditating for hours a day. I am listening to my intuition. And it just makes so much sense that the truck needed to be taken away. I had known since November I needed to get rid of it. And I tried, but I was too upside down on it. Because it's been a hot minute. I drove it 130 miles since I got it. But the thing is, I did everything in responsible corporate financial life that I ever wanted to do. And then I started learning about the energy world and the invisible stuff around us. And now I'm I'm going to give it a try whole freaking heartedly, because law of attraction, quantum physics, they all say that if I'm calling in $100,000 without resistance, yes, this is mine, this is happening, that it should work. So it's not a big deal that my truck's gone. And also, how divinely freaking perfect is it that I got a $2,000 Jeep that has all the features of my $40,000 truck, plus 4-wheel drive. Coincidence? No, it's never a coincidence. It's a synchronicity! But yeah, for all of you that thought I was irresponsible, I hope that clears that up. I'm not irresponsible. I understand that getting a truck repoed is indeed irresponsible. An adventure! It's a magical quest! I gotta see what happens. I can't not see what happens. That would be awful. I gotta know what happens. It's just the time of my life where I need to let go and try some crazy